Hey YouTube, Ryu here. Wanted to go ahead and talk about a subject that was kind of brought up with another person that was commenting on one of my videos. They didn't bring it up, I brought it up, but I figured making a video on it's a little bit better than typing out an essay. So, this is actually about sexual relations between men and women. I know MGTOW are gonna fucking say, why are you even bringing this up? This shouldn't even be a thing. Again, I'm not advocating for it, but I am sitting there and looking at another part of the problem that has led to MGTOW's boom. Well, I'm going to be short and sweet about this one. Women think that it's enough to just fucking be there to satisfy a guy sexually. You know, they don't think that, anything's really there. For some odd reason, they think that once a guy gets hard, his baser functions go down the tubes, which to a degree they do. They get deadened. I mean, guys admit this all the time, As soon as you start thinking with the little head, the big head takes back burner. Doesn't mean that it leaves your fucking body. Doesn't mean that it completely stops working. Just you do go a little bit retarded. Because then you're willing to stick it into a pussy, and at that point, yeah, you're fucking retarded. But most baser instincts are. Other than survival instinct, that's pretty smart shit. When you're sitting there analyzing a situation, trying to figure out how to fucking survive it. I don't think there's anything smarter. But the thing is when women, have sex with a guy, they want the guy to do this, they want the guy to do that, they want the guy to be this, they want the guy to be like that, they want the guy to say this. It's just all like, you sit there and you look at the instruction manual and you're just like, yeah, no, fuck that noise. And the thing is women sit there and think, oh, all I have to do is just lay there. Well, the thing is guys are a little more complex than that. Some guys like a noisy woman, some guys like a quiet woman, and it also depends on the situation. Some guys are freaks, some guys are boring. It's just one of those things, You have the two-pump chump, then you have the fucking stallion. You've got all of these different things. Guys are just as varied as women. In fact, we're even more varied because we tend to have more quirks about us. More little things that we like. But here's the thing. Not only do women not really give a fuck what we want. At least not enough to sit there and ask, not honestly. But if you're honest about what you fucking want, how well is that going to fucking end for you? It's not going to end well. Because 9 out of 10 times, what you want, she's either incapable of doing, unwilling to fucking do, or she's gonna find insulting. But she'll have no problems asking for you to fucking dress up like a fucking rodeo clown, wear a fucking barrel with the cork hole in front of your dick, so you stick your dick through it and fuck her like that. They'll ask for the weirdest fucking shit. No, I have not actually had that happen, but one of my buddies did. Yeah, like I said, where we live, But, there's... I mean, and the thing is he didn't do it. He was all like, yeah, no, no. My dad always told me not to stick my dick in crazy, but that crazy is very good at hiding. That crazy was not. So... I can't blame the guy for running, screaming from the building at that point. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, think about it. You know, any guys who have had sexual relationships in the past with women, did she go out of her way to make sure that you were satisfied? Because I've heard from multiple guys that every once in a while, you know, like after they've been with a woman for a while, it gets to the point where they'll sit there, they'll have sex with the woman, and this has also happened to me. They'll have sex with the woman, then go off to the fucking bathroom, sit down and jerk off to some fucking porn because, yeah, they fucking blew a load, but they didn't fucking get the satisfaction from it. They didn't, like, it was, at that point, it was just the biologic function. It wasn't anything that comes along with it. And the thing is if you get busted doing that, that is the most awkward motherfucking situation. Because it is a no-win scenario. Because no matter what you say, no matter what you fucking do, the woman's going to be mortified. Because she's going to sit there, she's either going to think that you were thinking about, a porn star or, some other woman while you were having sex with her. She's going to sit there and think that she's unattractive and all that sort of shit. Or she's going to think that she's just a bad lay, which she is. She is right on that. Hell, she might be right on the unattractive, and she might be right about you thinking about some other fucking woman. Hell, I had one girlfriend in the past, she got me fucking pissed off and then fucking wanted sex. And she had pissed me off to the point where it's one of those all-day pissed off situations. And then she ended up wanting fucking sex. So I fucking hate fucked her, but the whole thing is it was one of the few fucking times where I actually imagined another woman. And the thing is I was imagining her sister who was 2 years younger than her. Of course, at that point, no names were said. But the thing is women think that them just existing is enough to satisfy a man. No, it's not. You have to bring something to the fucking table. Especially when you're demanding that the other person bring something to the fucking table. Hell, some women demand that the guy bring another someone in. But that's a motherfucking issue right there. Now, there are some guys it's just hard as hell to satisfy, those guys, which there's a lot of women that are really fucking hard to satisfy. Some guys, they are satisfied with just having a fucking woman there. But the thing is if they're satisfied with that, then it's going to be very short-lived. You're talking maybe a week, 2 weeks, and that's if you're talking about sex every other day or every day. But that's going to burn off really fucking quick. And then it's just going to be going through the fucking motions. And women just, for some odd reason, refuse to get a grasp on that. But also at the same time, that would be them admitting that it might not always be the guy that's the problem in the sexual relationship. So yeah, let me go ahead and know in the comments if you've had a situation like that. Let me know the weirdest fucking shit that's ever fucking gone down in a relationship with you, if you feel comfortable doing it. I know I'm a lot more comfortable with that type of shit than most people. So, all right, fair enough. But when I hear women sitting there and saying, oh, well, he's not being romantic anymore or anything like that, the first words out of my mouth is, well, when was the last time that you did something for him? Like, out of the ordinary. When was the last time that you did something that he wants? When was the last time you even asked what he wants? 9 out of 10 times, you're looking at months, if not years. If ever. Hell, there was one girl that was with a guy, and she and he were having issues. She noticed him starting to look at other women, and I'm all like, look, the thing is you actually have to bring something to the table here. You can't be relying on him to do everything. You have to pursue sex. You have to ask what he wants. You have to ask what he wants out of a relationship. You have to change some aspects of yourself or make some compromises. Something. Because if all you're doing is making yourself a pussy that's available, there's plenty of that out there. There's plenty of women that are willing to go ahead and just sleep with some fucking random guy. All he has to do is fucking hit the bar. There's very few guys that can't go to a bar, and I'm a bar, club, whatever, somewhere that's exceedingly populated, and not find a woman. Hell, even I can go ahead and do that shit. I don't because, well, for one, at that point you're almost guaranteeing to stick your dick in crazy. But if all you're looking for is some pussy, you're not going to care if the pussy's crazy or not. Just don't make the mistake of bringing them back to your house. Hell, at that point, I recommend renting a car for the night so that way they don't know what your actual vehicle looks like. Don't tell them anything about yourself. Don't even tell them your real fucking name. But, just being completely fucking honest, I think that is one of the issues that women need to fucking address if they even want to stand a snowball's chance in hell at men ever starting to come back to the fucking plantation. But again, like I said in my How to Beat MGTOW video, fat chance of that. Because that would mean that it's not all men that are the problem. It's men and women. It's lack of communication. It's lack of empathy. And that it's not all the positive is coming from women and not all the negative is coming from men. And they can't do that. Remember, women have to perpetually be the fucking victim. How often do you hear a woman legitimately apologize? You'll hear them apologize over small bullshit, like if they accidentally interrupt someone or something like that. And even then, they're being told not to apologize for that. They're being told to be passive fucking aggressive about it. Does anyone remember the whole sorry not sorry campaign? Yeah. If not, go ahead and look it up. Be ready for your blood to boil. Because I think there was only one time there where the woman shouldn't have been sorry. But the rest of it was the woman being a entitled fucking shit that would piss off anyone, including other women, if they fucking did that shit. Hell, they'd fucking piss off Gandhi with that. So, that's my thoughts on the matter. Ladies not bringing something to the table. It's not a new thing. But there are some guys that need it said in a fucking specific way to kickstart their brain and actually get them to start observing women. So I'm approaching this from every conceivable angle, and I'm trying to do it in small chunks. So that way the dum-dums don't sit there and think, oh, well, this guy's using a whole lot of big words. This guy's, making, 4.5 hour long videos trying to tell me on how bad women are. Maybe, maybe he's a woman hater. I don't hate women. Are there some women that I hate? Yes. Are there particular types of women that I hate? Yes. Do I ignore every fucking woman that comes my way? No. No, I do not. I try to show at least basic respect. But as soon as they stop showing basic respect, I stop showing basic respect to them. There are some guys that outright hate women. And you know what? People sit there and say, well, there's a reason why, you know, a lot of feminists outright hate men. You know, they've had they've had negative experiences and very few positive experiences with men. It's all like, all right, well, then that same fucking excuse applies to men. A lot of men have had very negative experiences with lasting, observable effects. Whereas with women, it's hurt feelings that they just refuse to fucking get over. Reality check. As an adult, you will have hurt feelings. As an adult, you have to learn to get over those hurt feelings. You have to learn to get over disappointment. You have to learn to get over this shit. Because if you can't get over the shit, then you can't move on. And once you can't move on, you get into a rut. Once you get into a rut, your life goes to hell in a handbasket right quick in a hurry because everyone else passes you by. That's one of the reasons why I went MGTOW, because the thing is, I've had so many negative experiences. I cannot trust a woman in a relationship anymore. All but one woman that I have had a relationship with has fucked me over. Now, I haven't had hundreds of fucking relationships, but that's because I'm not one of those people that thinks that dating, you know, 3 or 4 people at the same fucking time, telling them that you're being true to them when it's an outright fucking lie, I don't think that's the right way to go. That doesn't exactly foster confidence in you, as far as your partner's concerned, and it doesn't exactly foster trust. And then having a fucking double standard where you want to be dating multiple fucking people, but you want each one of those people to only be dating you. Well, that's a motherfucking issue in and of itself. Kind of already touched on that one in a previous video. In fact, I think it's the video that spurred this one on. But guys, time for you to wake up. Be honest with yourself and actually objectively look at your past relationships. Look at how they ended. Look at what led up to it. Now, you can sit there and go, well, I cheated, so it was my fault. And to a degree, yeah, no, it's your fault, and you should feel bad about that. Anyone who fucking cheats on their partner should feel bad. Unless it's a revenge cheat, and then, you know what, at that point, the relationship was over anyway, so technically it wasn't even fucking cheating. I'm one of those people, I look at it, as soon as one person cheats, that relation is over. If it lasts longer than that, it's nothing but a fucking farce. But I'm a one-strike rule person with that. And I don't give a fuck what your excuse was. Unless you were forcibly fucked. Then, and only then. Like, if you were struggling the whole fucking time, you were trying to fucking get out of it, or if they had a gun to your fucking head, or a knife to your fucking throat, something along those lines, and you honestly believe that they would fucking kill you, then okay. That's the only fucking time. Being drunk? No. Going to a bar and not keeping an eye on your fucking drink? No. That is all done on your stupidity. You chose to go to the bar. You chose to drink. You chose to leave your drink unattended. You chose to take that drink from that stranger. You were doing that instead of spending time with your significant other. And what are you doing taking drinks from other people? Now, I can see if it's like one of your friends that buys you the drink, you being trusting. Okay, cool. But if you're taking a drink from a complete and total fucking stranger, then one of two things is happening. Either you want to fucking bet, or you're trying to extort that person. Unless it's one of those, round on the house, round on the house, or, this round's on me, that sort of thing. Like if someone wins the fucking lottery or something like that. Then, okay. But if it's some person walking up, obviously somewhat interested, then at that point you need to sit there and go, no. Yes, I am talking to you, ladies, because honestly, how often is it that happens to guys? I've had it happen before. But I also wasn't in a fucking relationship, so I didn't give a fuck. It's all like, alright, if they're slipping something in, as long as it's not poison, I'm good. Because at that point, they're wasting a date rape drug. Because the thing is I only ever took drinks from people that I was willing to fuck. Of course, I was in my younger years. I was much more fit, much more well kept, that sort of thing. And a lot more outgoing. This is the reserved me. This is the calmed down me. So, yeah. But, honestly, guys, assess the situation. Figure out what fucking went wrong. And I guarantee you, 9 out of fucking 10 times, she was the one who stopped putting in effort well before you did. I've noticed that. Women sit there, they get into that rut, they think that they're safe, and then all of a sudden the guy stops doing all the little niceties and that sort of thing, and then they sit there and they say that the relationship problems are because of the guy. I've seen it happen over and over and over and over again. They want you to continuously increase your effort to make up for their lack of effort. For less and less payoff. It's kind of like working retail. So, guys, don't do that. Keeping with the whole working retail analogy, open up your own fucking business. Take care of yourself. Take care of your own. Make sure that whatever you do, the payout is worth it. If you're looking for just some sort of physical validation, one night stands are a thing. Just make sure you are safe about it. Don't do one night stands if you're not snipped. And even if you are snipped, still use protection. I know that's not very fucking fun. I get it. I'm one of those people, I hate condoms. I despise condoms with a fucking passion. But I always used them. Because I never trusted a woman. The only reason why I have a kid was because the condom actually fucking broke. And I'm not talking about, there was a hole in it. I'm talking about the whole damn thing broke. And it broke at the worst possible timing. That timing when you don't exactly have time to retreat. So, yeah. But also, just remember, I've already made the analogy before. Men have been fighting technology. Well, it's time to go ahead and show women what that's like. If you're able to afford a companion bot, I highly recommend it. Are people going to give you shit for it if they find out? Yes, of course. Because it's a new thing. People don't understand, guys. You got a lot of fucking manginas that are willing to sit there and try to shame you back onto the plantation. Don't listen to them. Just sit there and laugh at them as you watch them slowly but surely get bled dry. While you sit there and invest in an expensive investment to begin with, yet reap the benefit of the savings. If you end up needing, female companionship as far as emotional shit, fucking escort. You're going to spend about the same amount of money getting a woman up to that fucking point. Hell, you'll probably spend more money. Because, honestly, guys, how expensive is that first 6 or 7 months of dating? Those of you who are dating, those of you who just got into a fucking relationship, go ahead and keep track of how much money you spend on her. Then keep a track of how much money she spends on you. Guarantee you it's not going to be reciprocal. Then also take a look at things that you do for her sake, not necessarily that you want to do. Then go ahead and take a look at things that you want to do. Go ahead and look at the price point. More often than not, you are by far on the losing end of that scale. Every once in a while, you'll see the opposite happen where it's more spent on you and that sort of thing. But it's not the most common thing. And guys, if your woman ever wants you to eat her out, yet she's not willing to fucking take the full length of your dick into her fucking throat, she's not willing to swallow your fucking load, don't do it. Ditch her ass. Or at the very least, take oral off of the table until she's willing to fully reciprocate, because you got no choice but to fucking swallow that shit. Why should she have a fucking choice? Well, have yourselves a nice day. I'll talk to y'all later.